Ever wondered how those stunning visuals in advertisements are created? Welcome to the fascinating world of graphic design, an art that combines creativity and technology to communicate ideas. It's a crucial part of our lives, shaping the way we perceive information. Graphic design is woven into various fields. In advertising, it is the visual voice that shouts out to consumers, compelling them to make decisions. For website development, it's the aesthetic blueprint that guides a user's journey. As for product packaging, a clever design can make an ordinary product extraordinary, compelling you to pick it from a shelf full of competitors. But what makes a good design? Well, it's the ability to communicate effectively. A well-designed visual can convey a message more powerfully than 1,000 words, reaching out to people's emotions, attitudes, and even their subconscious minds. So, are you ready to dive into this creative pool? Join the journey to understand the magic behind these appealing visuals. To create compelling visuals, you need to understand the basic elements of graphic design. First up, we have the line, a fundamental element that helps to guide the viewer's eye across a design. Lines can be straight or curved, thick or thin, and they're incredibly versatile. They could set the tone, separate different parts of a design, or even lead the viewer's gaze to the focal point of an artwork. Next, we have shapes. Shapes are self-contained areas defined by other elements such as lines, colors, or textures. They can be geometric, like circles, squares, and triangles, or organic, which are typically irregular and complex. Shapes are powerful tools for creating a mood or conveying a concept. Then we have color, the element that can instantly evoke emotions and set the mood of a design. It's more than just aesthetics. Each color has a psychological association. For example, red can symbolize passion or danger, while blue can represent tranquility or trust. Understanding color theory is crucial for any designer. Our fourth element is type, also known as typography. This refers to the choice of fonts and how they're arranged in a design. Typography can communicate more than just the words it spells out. It can also convey the tone of the message. A playful, rounded font can give off a casual vibe, while a sharp, sleek font might suggest sophistication. And finally, we have texture. Texture refers to the surface quality of a design. It can be physical, like the feel of a printed page, or visual, like a digital representation of a fabric's weave. Texture can add depth and interest to a design, making it more engaging to the viewer. Each of these elements plays a unique role in the design process. They're the building blocks that, when combined in different ways, can create a wide range of visual effects. Understanding how to use them effectively is key to becoming a successful graphic designer. Knowing these elements is like having the ingredients ready for a recipe. Having the elements is not enough. You need to know how to use them effectively. Now that we've covered the basic elements of graphic design, let's delve into the principles that guide their use. These principles are the secret ingredients that turn a good design into a great one. First up is balance. Balance isn't just about symmetry, it's about distributing elements in a way that achieves a sense of visual equilibrium. Think of it like a seesaw. Too much weight on one side and the seesaw tips, too much on the other, and the same thing happens. Balance in graphic design ensures that no single part of your design overpowers the others, creating a harmonious and pleasing visual experience. Next, we have contrast. Contrast is the difference between two elements. It can be color, size, shape, or even the space between elements. Contrast adds variety and visual interest. It's the spice that keeps your design from becoming bland. Then there's emphasis. Emphasis is about making certain elements stand out. It's the garlic in your pasta, the cherry on top of your sundae. Emphasis draws attention to important parts of your design, guiding the viewer's eye to the key message or focal point. Movement is another crucial principle. Movement guides the viewer's eye through the design. It's the breadcrumb trail that leads them from one element to another, creating a flow that makes the design easy to digest. Lastly, we have repetition. Repetition reinforces the message and creates unity. It's like the chorus in your favorite song, the refrain that brings everything together. In design, repetition can be a color, a shape, or even a font, used consistently to create a cohesive and harmonious look. These principles, when used effectively, can turn your design from good to great. They're the tools that allow you to create visuals that are not just appealing but also effective in communicating your message. Mastering these principles is like learning the cooking techniques for your recipe. So, let's continue our journey and explore the software and tools that will help you bring these principles to life. Now that you have the ingredients and cooking techniques, you need the right tools. When it comes to graphic design, the software you choose can make a world of difference. Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign are often the go-to tools for designers. Photoshop, a pixel-based software, is perfect for photo editing and creating complex effects. It's like a digital darkroom where you can manipulate images to your heart's content. Illustrator, on the other hand, is vector-based. It's ideal for creating logos, illustrations, and graphics that need to be scaled without losing quality. Think of it as your virtual drawing board. Then we have InDesign. This is your layout superstar. It's used for arranging text and graphics in a professional layout, making it a favorite for magazine and brochure design. Each software has its strengths, and understanding these can help you choose the right tool for each design task. With the right tools in hand, you're ready to start creating. Time to create your masterpiece. With the basic elements of graphic design and its principles at your fingertips, it's now time to bring your vision to life, using the software tools we've discussed. The magic of design happens when you start blending these elements, principles, and tools. Think about the balance and alignment of your design elements. Consider the contrast and repetition in your design. Remember to keep in mind the proximity and space of your elements. And don't forget the importance of color and typography. Let's not lose sight of the fact that these are just tools and guidelines. True creativity lies in how you use them to tell your story, to convey your message. Don't be afraid to experiment, to bend the rules, to make mistakes. Because that's how you grow, that's how you learn, that's how you find your unique style. Remember, every great designer started somewhere, so start designing and let your creativity flow.